Hey babes, it's your girl Jazz and I'm back with another video. So if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you're not, hey babe. Okay, so as you can tell by the title, what I am going to be talking about is the VSG process. I have TriCare Prime East, so I only know about that process specifically. So if you have any other insurance, I probably won't really be any help for that process, but for TriCare, I be knowing. Okay, so if you see me looking down, I got some notes written down just to make sure I cover everything on the process. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so first thing first, when you are looking into bariatric surgery, the first thing you want to do before you do anything is to call your insurance company and check your coverage and check the requirements. So you want to make sure that your insurance cover the procedure first before you start doing other stuff. So once you call your insurance and you see if they cover or they don't cover and what's the prerequisites for the surgery, and then we can get into the other stuff. Like I said, I have TriCare Prime East. So their requirements was you have to have a BMI over 40 with no comorbidities, or you had to have a BMI from 35 to 39.9 with comorbidities like sleep apnea, high blood pressure, diabetes, stuff like that. So I didn't have any of that, so my BMI had to be 40 of above. And I think when I weighed in, I think I was like 319 or something like that. So I know my BMI was over 40 because I don't have any other health issues. Okay, so boom, after you check your insurance, you check the requirements. Milo, stop it. I guess we'll wait till he get done.
Much later.
After you check your insurance, you check your requirements and all that, the next thing we need to do is we need to research, because there are several different procedures of bariatric surgery. So you know, you can have the vertical sleeve gastrectomy, you can have the bypass, you can have R&Y, you can have the duodenal switch. I think they have something called the SETI something. So you need to do your research, get on YouTube, get on Google, you know, TikTok, whatever you need to do to go do your research to see which one you think will be the most beneficial for you. You want to take your time doing a lot of research. You want to see which one is a better fit for sure, because if you have like acid reflux and stuff like that, getting VSG would not be a good idea. You'll need to go ahead and get like the bypass or something like that. So like I said, you just want to do your research and make sure that you find which one is the best pick for you, so you can know, you know, exactly what you want for the next step. Okay, so the next step is to go talk to your PCM. Like I say, TriCare, we have primary care managers. That's what they call our, you know, primary doctor, called PCMs. So you go to your PCM and you let your PCM know, like, hey, I've been looking into bariatrics, I've done my research, and this is what I want to do. And then that will put in you a referral to whatever bariatric center, you know, that is nearby in your network. Now, if you get a doctor that just like 100% disagree with your choices, your decisions, or whatever like that, get a new doctor. You can change your PCM, because they don't have the option to, you know, determine what you're gonna do for your life. You do. So if you feel like they don't support you and stuff like that, then you go find you another PCM. Boom. Okay, so For me, I was at Fort Hood, and I was referred to the On Post Hospital for their bariatric program. So this is how their bariatric program operated. Everybody bariatric program does not operate the same. I can only tell you about my experience. So what I went through, you probably won't go through, okay? So I had got my referral to the bariatric center On Post at the hospital. The first thing you have to do is you have to be scheduled for a bariatric seminar. So the bariatric seminar is just like a informational class. Basically, they tell you about all the different surgeries that they offer, the benefits, you know, the cons. They tell you all about that. It's like 2 hours long. So okay, I scheduled for my seminar. At the seminar, that's where they take your initial weight, so they will use that weight from that day to determine if you qualify or not. Okay, so we went to the seminar, we got our weight took, we had slideshows, we had talked to surgeons and stuff like that. Okay, and you'll meet with the surgeon. They'll kind of look over the paper that you filled out, like with your medical history and stuff like that, and your goals and stuff. And you know, the surgeon will kind of like help you determine which procedure is better for you, whether it be VSG, the bypass, the duodenal switch, if your hospital, you know, offers that service. So you'll be able to speak with the surgeon just to go over the stuff to see which one is kind of better for you as well, and ask any questions that you may have. Okay, also with the bariatric seminar, they put in all the referrals that you would need to complete to get approval. So with my bariatric center, I had to do a sleep study, a barium swallow, a psych eval, and I had to go to the OB just to make sure like my pap smear, all that stuff was up to date. And you gotta get labs done. Okay, if you have the Humana military app, you can check your referrals and see where your referrals are, so you can call and schedule your appointments if you want to be proactive and call and not wait on them to call you, because they'll take all that. Okay, so after you get your referrals and stuff, you get all your stuff completed, you do your sleep study, everything's good with that. You do your barium swallow, everything's good with that. You do your labs, everything's good. You do your psych eval, you pass, everything's good. Then they'll call and you'll do your final follow-up appointment with your surgeon. They'll just go over everything that they got back from your other referrals. And then after that, girl, it's go time. So after that, all you have to do is wait to schedule a surgery date. So once you're waiting to schedule your surgery date, you might get it right then, you might get it a couple months later. I know for me, I had to wait a couple months because, like I said, I got my surgery done on post. So a lot of surgeons were deploying, they were PCSing, and then it was still like mid COVID, so they wasn't really doing elective surgeries. They were just doing, you know, the ones that are most important. Then they were just fitting bariatrics in where they get in. So I did have to wait a couple months, but it might not be the same for you where you are. So wait on your surgery date. If you have MHS Genesis, check that, because I ended up seeing my surgery date before I even got the call. So I mean, you can check that, and then after you get your surgery date, then that's when you need to start preparing for your surgery. So it's not really a super long process, but it can be long. I think I started mine in June or July, and I finished all my appointments in August, but I didn't have my surgery to December. So it can be a little lengthy, and like I said, everybody's program is different. Some programs require you to have 6 months of weight management. You have to lose X amount of weight. So I can only speak for my experiences with my bariatric clinic. I do have 2 separate Instagrams. So my Bougie with VSG, I'm gonna put it in the description, so you can follow me on there for all your VSG related questions. If you need help with anything, if you got any questions, concerns about my journey personally, then I'll be happy to answer that for you. So you can just go ahead and shoot me a DM, and girl, we can talk about it. If you need help trying to you know, decide if you want to have surgery or not. I'll let you know all the pros and cons of my surgery. Like, girl, let's do it. Like I said, if you got any more questions, you can either comment here or you can just reach out to me on Instagram directly. So love you, bye.